This is the existing RTD bus wash system at the Platte wash facility. There are 3 lanes side by side, and this is a representation of the existing equipment on lane 3. We are in the process of removing and replacing lane 1. As you can see, they have the skid plates with the guide rails, along with pre-soak arch at the very entry here. It's also tied in with a mitter. And as we come down through the lane here, you can see that they have 1 undercarriage wash. We will be installing 2 undercarriage washes on the new equipment. They also, in this lane and in the other 2 lanes, had a spinner arch that had a set of high pressure or high volume spinners with 0-degree nozzles. Those are going away. There will be no spinner nozzles on the new equipment. What does stay the same is that there are 4 brushes. There will be 4 brushes on the new system, just like the existing system, with the only difference in that the final 2 brushes on the new system will actually retract via air versus any type of hydraulics. We will also be eliminating this tank, which sits in the center of the bay and provides water to the spinner arches. So we will be getting rid of that and essentially cleaning up the bay, opening it up a little bit more than it is. And then finally, coming down to the end here, we won't have a pneumatic control box on the wall, nor will we have a pneumatic control box on the other side of the bay. All of the pneumatic controls are on the control center and are adjusted on the top of the brush arch. We will have a final rinse arch like you see here. Very similar. There's really not much difference, and that stays the same. The one thing that will change in terms of the guide rails is that you can see that these are solid guide rails all the way down. We're now putting in guide rails that are broken up every 5 feet and will spin in the event that a tire hits them, somebody tries to drive over the top. We'll still have the walkway breezeway area where there's no guide rails and no equipment. Finally coming down to the guide rails that are extended about another 15 feet at the end. And we will have the drag mop as well. One other feature that we are adding on this particular lane is we will have a mitter where you can see the mitter down there now, and that mitter will oscillate back and forth with a 2 horsepower electric motor. The activation system is no longer the wands hanging down. The activation system is going to be photo eye activated. And that way, if you walk through the wash bay, it will activate as you break those eyes, but it's much more reliable than the wands hanging from the ceiling.